Let's go back inside the coach's room. I'm Petey. Today, let's take a closer look at Game 4 as the Edmonton Oilers beat the Dallas Stars 4-1 in Edmonton. And as always, let's start with the goals. Let's go to the first goal of this game as the Edmonton Oilers are on the power play halfway through the first period. And I just want to say one thing. I really do appreciate that the Edmonton Oilers do a quick up here and we don't do the slow. Let's go to the middle and drop the puck back. I appreciate they get their fast players getting the puck up the ice quickly. So as Draisaitl gets the puck up to Perry, Perry's going to take the middle of the ice, and he does drop the puck back to Draisaitl coming with speed. But here's where the play is made. As you can see, Granlund wants to stop up. He wants to take the pressure off Draisaitl. He wants to force Draisaitl to the wall, give him no room to move. But look at Perry. Perry sees Granlund. Nobody's going to change my mind that Perry is doing this on purpose. Perry picks Granlund at the blue line. Granlund's going to cut Draisaitl off. He's going to get stick on puck, and he's going to try to limit this entry by the Edmonton Oilers on the power play. But he gets picked by Perry. And Perry impedes his progress. Is that a penalty? I'm not a referee, but he impedes his progress, and Draisaitl is able to take the outside lane, and he's able to enter cleanly on this power play entry, and that's what gives him this room to make this pass back to Nugent Hopkins. If not for the pick, Granlund is either going to push Draisaitl off the puck into the wall, or he's clearly going to be able to disrupt this pass, and this play is different. Now, that doesn't mean they don't still get a clean entry, and the Edmonton Oilers don't still do wondrous things on their power play, because they often do. But there is no doubt that this pick at the blue line changes the play for the Dallas Stars. Granlund cuts off Draisaitl, or he's able to cut this pass off, but he's not there. So Draisaitl gets the puck back to Nugent Hopkins, and you got to look at what Heiskanen does. Heiskanen has to drift back. He has to, because he's got to respect Nugent Hopkins driving down in the middle of the ice. But when he drifts back and he protects the middle of the ice, he gives up that lane back to Draisaitl. And Draisaitl puts this in from below the dots at a phenomenal angle. This is so tight. And he gets it in just the smallest area of spaces past Ottinger. And Ottinger can't get to his left quick enough to stop this puck. He can't close off that gap on the short side. And Draisaitl makes this 1-0. I want to see us from behind. This is just above the pad. This is about as perfect as a shot as you can make by Leon Draisaitl, making this 1-0. Well, we saw the pick on Perry that started the first goal. So let's look at Perry in the second period. As Perry is in the second period, again, he goes. This time he picks Rantanen and gives room to his teammate trying to go to the front of the ice. But this time, as Perry picks the Rantanen in the offensive zone, there is a penalty. And on the ensuing power play, the Dallas Stars are able to even this one up. And let's look at what they do. First, I want to show you how tight this box is for the Edmonton Oilers. And the one way we talk about loosening up the box or creating more room on the power play is getting the puck to move quickly, or people need to move. So what the Dallas Stars do is they start to move. So you see Harley starts to pull the penalty killer over at the top. He puts the puck to Robertson. Now it's about moving the puck quickly. So the puck moves quickly from side to side, and when that happens, it starts to break down this box because Seguin starts to move closer to the goal line, and he takes a lot of the attention from the Edmonton Oilers penalty killers. So when the puck moves back up top by Granlund back up to the top of the zone, you can see McDavid has to rush that top play at the top of the zone. Now there's so much more room lower in the zone. Now Robertson has so much more room, one, because of the quick puck movement and the movement of the players cutting through the box, which pulled the penalty killers with him. Now Robertson's got some room to move. So when Robertson gets the puck, he doesn't take a one-timer, and you got to give it to him here because the one-time lane is blocked by the Edmonton Oilers defenseman. So it takes one more step to the middle of the ice, getting a better shooting lane. He's able to beat Skinner, making this 1-1. And when you see this from above, again, we talk about the space that's created. When you see Seguin get down low and look at all of the defenders he pulls with him, and look at, you've got 4 Edmonton Oilers all uptight. That opens up so much room at top. And again, move the puck quickly. Players move quickly. You open up space on the power play. And instead of putting this into the shin pads of Kulak, he's able to put this by Skinner, and it's 1-1. Let's stay on the power play for the Edmonton Oilers halfway through the second period. And we're talking about movement again. This time it's a lot of movement by players by the Edmonton Oilers. Bouchard pulls his player over at the top of the zone. And then Draisaitl pulls everybody down to the middle. And everybody's giving the attention to Draisaitl because he deserves it. Draisaitl can score from this area of the ice. He needs extra attention from the Dallas Stars. They are not going to let him score again from this area. So as they continue to move the puck around, Bouchard pulls to the inside, pulls the penalty killer over to the inside. Then he gives it to McDavid, and McDavid pulls the penalty killer over again. And now you look at Nugent Hopkins, and look at all the room Nugent Hopkins has. And the biggest reason he's got so much room is one, the respect that Draisaitl has been given on the other side. You've got two penalty killers almost on the other side of the dots when the puck is over on this side of the dots. That's a lot of room for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to work with. And then you have to look at what McDavid draws. So right now it is a long 2-on-1 to the front of the net with CC and Perry. Like, there's a lot of ground to cover. There is these Dallas Killers were so aggressive on the two players they deemed most dangerous in their play, and that's McDavid and Draisaitl, leaving Nugent Hopkins and Perry all alone with CC. Now CC's got to make a decision. 2-on-1, the responsibility of the shooter goes to the goalie. His responsibility is 100 to make sure 100% this pass does not get across to Perry. He can't make Ottinger move right to left that far. His responsibility is stopping Perry. And as much as he can get under sticks of Perry, I know you don't want to do that on the penalty kill, but he has got to block this pass. Has to. That's his one and only job. Because Nugent Hopkins right now, as you see Nugent Hopkins, he's a left-hand player on his forehand. And right now, he's pretty limited on where he can go. Like, Ottinger's got this angle cut off, so CC's got to block the pass. But CC goes over too far, leaves Perry, and then he starts to stand up. And as he stands up, Nugent Hopkins, another incredibly patient play with the puck, slides it underneath CC's stick, and Perry just needs to tap this one in and make this 2-1 for the game-winning goal of the game. And you can see it from this angle. And CC, if he could give back just a little more back ice, just protect this pass to Perry so Perry doesn't have the easy tap in, but you've got to give him credit. Or you can lay down. I don't like defensemen laying down. I think once they're down, they have the inability to move and continue to defend. But in this situation, he cannot let this puck go by. So if CC lays down here, Nugent Hopkins can't get the puck across. But again, then patience of Nugent Hopkins able to make this great play over to Perry. Perry gets the game-winning goal on a little tap in behind. So now they're headed off with a commanding lead 3-1 back to Dallas. But I do want to look at a couple other things, not just the goals today. I want to talk about the Dallas Stars' first period. The Dallas Stars have had one good period in all of these games. You look at the first period, they had 5 goals in the third period. You look at game 3, where they had 21 shots in the second period, and probably their best period of this entire series. Well, that's what you can say about this first period of game 4. They were outstanding. They outshot the Edmonton Oilers 16-10 in this period, and they did it by volume shooting. So you're going to see shots from everywhere. Here's shots with traffic. And then they were able to recover pucks. And what did they do? They threw pucks right back at the net again with people in front and traffic. And then they recovered the puck again, and they shot again. And that was kind of their theme. They were able to get to the Edmonton Oilers. They were able to get opportunities at net. They were able to create shots. Unfortunately, they missed the net too often. Here you see, again, another wraparound, and off the wraparound, another shot that misses the net. Oh, I apologize to Skinner. This is the one where Skinner makes a great save, hits off his pad, and he makes a great save, but then they fire the puck again. And again, it's just shot after shot after shot, but they continue to show nothing for it. And the Dallas Stars continue this theme in the first period. It's shots from great areas of the ice, great scoring chances from in tight. Another great chance by Marchment, who has 1 goal in his last 34 games, by the way, Marchment. And again, they were able to generate off the rush, something Dallas hasn't been able to do this whole series. They were able to generate off the rush. You can see it's the late man here, CC getting the puck off of the rush and generating off of the rush. You're going to see them again getting pucks past the Edmonton Oilers defenders, something that has been very rare for them to get in behind the defense of the Edmonton Oilers and generate off the rush. It's something they struggled to do this entire series. And you can see it again where they're able to get behind the Edmonton Oilers defense again to create an odd man rush. And as you can see, Sagan unfortunately, he just can't get this puck off on his backhand, tries to make the pass across, unsuccessful. But again, here's Marchment with another tap in, just can't corral this puck to get this shot on net. But then we go back to what the Edmonton Oilers did well after the first period is over. The second and the third period, they shut down the rush opportunities for the Dallas Stars. And they did it with good sticks and good defending. You see stick in the middle lane, and they had good back pressure. And they shut the play down. And you're going to see it again off of the rush, where they get good sticks, and they're able to shut the play down. And you're going to see it again as they're able to have back pressure and be good through the neutral zone. And again, create turnovers through the neutral zone. Again, you're going to see their back pressure and their good sticks lead to turnovers in the middle of the ice. And again, no rush chances for the Dallas Stars. They did a great job in the second and third period doing what they do. And they didn't just shut down the rush. They shut down one of the best scorers on this Dallas Stars team, who has still not found the back of the net in this series, and that's Mikko Rantanen. And they defended him extremely well. You're going to see him off of the rush, and they're able to close him off, push him to the wall. He's got nowhere to go, and the play dies. In the offensive zone, it continued that way for Rantanen. You see Rantanen behind the net. Again, close him off. No space. They knew puck was coming to him. Stick on puck, body on Rantanen, push him to the back of the wall. No play for Rantanen. And again, on that same shift, try to get puck back of the net. Can't do it. No room, no space. Rantanen has been unable to break through in this game offensively because they are defending him so well in the offensive side of the puck. The other guy you got to watch out for, we talked about it all series. We talked about it all season. Heck, we've talked about it since the guy came into the league, is Connor McDavid and the ability for the Edmonton Oilers to get behind three of the Dallas Stars forwards and get the puck moving up the ice. And most often happens with Connor McDavid on the ice. And they're giving Connor McDavid way too much room. And this is one of the heads up plays that you have to see the little details that Connor McDavid, after he passes the puck to Kane, he ties up the stick of the defender, which helps in pushing this puck back, and it also allows Kane to have more room coming across the blue end. That little play is an elite play, those little details that high-skill players make. And then, as Dallas again chases the puck and leaving the most dangerous player on the ice all alone, and that's Connor McDavid. And he's been able to generate off of the rush this entire series. So you're going to see it again. His ability, one pass beats three. We talk about the Edmonton Oilers' ability to get the puck up the ice, and they're beating three Dallas Stars with their pass by their defenders. Their defenders are doing a good job at getting the puck up past that forecheck pressure. And again, it's in the hands of Connor McDavid. And McDavid drives up the ice, and this time he doesn't have the room, so he makes a play. And he's making plays like this that generate off of the rush again. This team is just generating so much off of the rush, their ability to get the puck to Connor McDavid and using his speed to create openings for people in behind. And this time, again, attention goes to McDavid, so the puck goes the other way and they generate an offensive opportunity like this. And again, one pass beats three Dallas Stars. McDavid makes the play, beats the referee, and he's able to get another scoring chance on Ottinger. And again, one pass by the Edmonton Oilers defenseman beats three forecheckers of the Dallas Stars. They're able to get past that, and it's a 3-on-2 up the ice. And again, who is it? It's McDavid again. And he's able to create another opportunity off the rush using his skill and getting the puck to someone else. And again, you see if it's not McDavid, it's someone else. This time it's Draisaitl using his speed to get around the defenseman and getting a shot on puck. And if it's not Draisaitl and it's not McDavid, well, this time it's a four-man rush, and Bouchard's able to get in on this rush, and the defense are getting involved in the offense for the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers are using their team speed to get through the neutral zone and generate offense, and they've done it all series. But as you can see, they're not just doing it by offense. Their ability to defend the rush and their ability to defend in their defensive zone have helped stifle this offense for the Dallas Stars. As they get to Game 5, Dallas has to have a heavy push in the first period as this game starts, but they can't let up. They can't have 20 minutes of a push again. They need 60 minutes. They need to come out of the locker room after the first period, and they need to continue to try to get pucks on Skinner and try to get pucks to the blue paint, which is an area they've struggled to get the puck to. They need to do that consistently in Game 5, and they need to continue to put on the pressure. They also have to find a way to stop the bleeding off of the rush. They're going to have to be more responsible on their third forward in the offensive zone to make sure he's available there to help defend. They also can't pitch unless there's support. There's so much problems with pinching earlier in this series where they were allowing the Edmonton Oilers to create odd man rushes against them because of their pinching defensemen. They're going to have to be better through the neutral zones. No turnovers to the neutral zone. Don't feed the transition for the Edmonton Oilers. And most importantly for the Dallas Stars, they need to find offense. They need to get Mikko Rantanen on the board. They need to get Sagan on the board, Duchesne on the board. They need to get Robertson on the board. Their best players need to be their best players. And above all, the best player on the ice for the Dallas Stars needs to be Ottinger. Ottinger can't just be good. He's got to be great. Skinner's been good in this series. And I think good is good enough for the Edmonton Oilers. I think Skinner has made all of the saves he is supposed to, which has allowed his offense to take over. Ottinger needs to make all of those saves and more in Game 5. If Dallas is going to continue on and push this to a Game 6 back in Edmonton, expect Ottinger to be the best player on the ice. Thanks so much for coming inside the coach's room and listen to me as I break down all of this video content. Make sure you subscribe to Inside the Coach's Room so you don't miss any of these breakdowns as the playoffs continue. Thanks for coming. I'm Petey, and we'll see you at the rink.